Sonia Gandhi has asked all observers to talk to all the MLAs. Rajdeep, I'll bring you in. Supriya is also with me, while of course Rahul Gandhi is in Kerala, literally marching to its own tune, to his own tune. But the fact that even now it's Sonia Gandhi who seems to be firefighting all of this, and that to be in the public glare.
Within the Gandhi still has an element of moral authority and political authority. It is Sonia Gandhi. You know, that is the reality. That there was a time though when she had someone like an Ahmed Patel around her who could manage a situation. Who's the Ahmed Patel now? So while Sonia Gandhi may tell an Ajay Makhan, Mallikarjun Kharge to speak to the MLAs, as I keep repeating, this should have been done before the CLP meeting, not after. The CLP meeting is the final act. Instead, somewhere they were misled perhaps or deluded into believing that they could pass this one-line resolution very easily. To quote someone from the Congress this morning, close to Sonia Gandhi, he said, Mrs. Gandhi believes Sachin Pilot is the natural choice to succeed Ashok Gehlot. Well, if he's the natural choice, then first you have to build a consensus among the MLAs and then call the CLP. So now Sonia Gandhi seems to be engaging in damage control, but I think it's too little too late. How is she now going to be able to convince the MLAs who are firmly with the Gehlot camp to accept Sachin Pilot? That's not going to happen. And therefore, as I said, there are only two options. Either Mr. Gehlot continues as Rajasthan CM and someone else now is put forward in a way as the face for the Congress president's election, or that Mr. Gehlot gets his way and someone who is close to him becomes the Rajasthan Chief Minister. But either way, it suggests the extent to which the Congress leadership of the Gandhis in a way has been weakened by all that has happened in the last few years. That Ashok Gehlot, someone who was a loyalist,
Rajdeep,
should also in a way draw Lakshman Rekha, tells you just how weakened the Congress is.
Rajdeep, not just a documentary on the Gandhis itself, but on the multiple other senior resources or the talent where the Congress is concerned. Even if you look at observers, in 2018, I was here when Ashok Gehlot was given the mantle of the CM-ship. The two observers at that point of time, Ghulam Nabi Azad, Jyotiraditya Scindia, both of them not there. The abject failure of these two observers today, Ajay Makhan, Mallikarjun Kharge, of it all, now K.C. Venugopal intervening. It's a collective failure of what has been the senior management, if one is to say, of the Congress party.
Absolutely. Who is the senior management? Preeti, we keep saying senior management. Who is the senior management? Is Ajay Makhan now going to be senior management? As I said, if you are senior, then you should be in a position to tell Mr. Gehlot that, look, we've come with a one-line message from Sonia Gandhi that you have to give up this chair. You're coming to Delhi, Sachin Pilot takes over. Ajay Makhan can't do that. He doesn't have that kind of political or moral authority to tell Ashok Gehlot where to draw the line. K.C. Venugopal cannot do that. Ahmed Patel and Ashok Gehlot were contemporaries. They came to the Lok Sabha together in the late 70s. So at least they had a relationship that they had built over the years and thereby some kind of a mutual respect. Now, the fact is the younger generation, the likes of Sachin Pilot, have been impatient, and they have every reason to believe, particularly Sachin, who was president of the Congress in Rajasthan for 5 years, that led to their victory in 2018, that my time has come. But when your time has come, is the old guard ready to vacate? The answer, as we've seen today, is no. The answer, as we saw in Madhya Pradesh, is no. And unless you can create a system wherein the old guard is willing to move on and the central leadership has the authority to ensure that this happens, you have a complete crisis after crisis. So Rahul Gandhi is also someone who will have to be questioned. Did Rahul Gandhi get involved at all in the nitty-gritty of how are you going to ensure this plan of succession? Politics is about also ensuring nitty-gritty. It's not just about lofty speeches that you can make. Unless you can be an effective crisis manager or have someone who's an effective crisis manager like Sonia Gandhi and Ahmed Patel. Who is Rahul Gandhi's Ahmed Patel? I don't know. Who is that person who can handle a crisis like Rajasthan? Huge question mark. So we can all believe that this will be sorted out tomorrow morning, I think it's going to take it's going to be very difficult to reach an amicable compromise. Someone is going to leave this entire issue with a massive loss of face.
All right. All right, okay, viewers, the latest that is that right behind me, CP Joshi, the Speaker's residence, and what you can see, one by one, the MLAs who've apparently filed in their resignation are moving out, and earlier on there was an indication that they will be making their way even from here on. There is an attempt for them to get them back to the Chief Minister's residence, because the word coming in from the High Command here directly from Sonia Gandhi is, if even it is an all-nighter, the observers here have to make sure that by tomorrow morning the one-line consensus, whichever way that it might fall, actually comes out on that context. I want to bring in Moshmi, my colleague, who's just been getting us the latest right now. Moshmi, all that's going on at CP Joshi, the Speaker's residence, the MLAs, some of them still inside. Is there an attempt to draw them back to the Chief Minister's house? Because the word coming in is, even if they have to pull an all-night, the observers, they need to speak to each of the MLAs, whichever way that one-line consensus needs to come out by the morning. Is that the word in?
See, Preeti, this is clear that now what we are learning from our sources, that these MLAs who are housed here at CP Joshi's residence, now these MLAs will be doing the bus yatra to the CM's house. Apparently there was a deadlock, and apparently there has been some communication that has been sent after a lot of loss of face of the Congress party and the party high command. Now apparently a thaw in the entire tussle. These MLAs, we are told, would be ferried in the bus and they will go to the CM's house. So an entire midnight discussion to take place one-on-one, and the opinion of the MLAs will be sought and then conveyed to the party high command.